Hi you guys, good morning. Happy Chit Chat Monday. I'm actually filming this video on a Saturday at home, which is exciting because I normally film it at the office, but I felt like, you know what, maybe I should record it from home today. It's Saturday morning and I just kind of felt like it. So that's why the background's different. It's also a little bit like far away. I don't know how to get closer to you guys. I'm sitting on our couch, so I'm kind of like stuck back here, but it's the only place I could like prop my phone up while still getting some like light. So I don't know, we'll see how this goes. But I wanted to talk about this week's releases, which there are not going to be a ton of them this Friday just because we had so many Christmas kits last weekend, and those are, as of right now, those are all still available in both Etsy and our website, so that is great. And then so this week we'll have a restock of the Red Riding Hood kit, which it sold out a little while back, so I'm excited to bring it back because I love that kit. And it's a little closer to winter now, kind of. People are buying wintry kits, so I feel like it's a good time to bring it back. So it'd also be really cool for like Halloween, if you do that kind of like Halloween theme, like if you're like doing Red Riding Hood or like just fairy tale characters or something. I don't know, I feel like it'd be kind of cool for Halloween week. I don't know. But I wanted to, okay, so we also have, before I get ahead of myself, I'm also going to be working on the fall collection of multicolor items that will be going up this Friday. I haven't picked color palettes yet for that, so I'm going to be working on that probably tomorrow, which is Sunday, so by the time you guys see it, it's already going to be designed, and you guys probably will have a preview. But I'm going to be planning on doing that, so we'll have like the checklist boxes, quarter boxes, half boxes, like work labels, blank labels, like the same kind of stuff we have the blush collection, but in a new colorway for fall, which is super exciting. I love that type of stuff. I love designing functional items, and maybe I can come up with some fun, creative new ones. We'll see what happens. And then also I want to say thank you guys so much on my last video for all your comments and your kind words and your support. It was really cool to see how many of you guys actually like these chit chat videos, like how many of you guys enjoy watching them and want them to continue like on a regular basis. So that was really cool and really exciting. So I'm going to keep doing chit chats. I may skip a week here and there like I have been if things get really busy, or you know, I'm not able to get one up, but otherwise I'm going to keep on working on getting this up every week. Sorry, I'm like keep messing with my hair. It's just everywhere. What else? And thank you all for your feedback on the last video about the sale section and the clothes. So I am going to be moving forward with those. I am going to be doing a sale section. We're working on that hopefully this weekend on getting that up, and then I can start retiring some like older kits and moving those to the sale section, as well as also, if you can hear that background noise, that's our dryer. I don't know if you can hear on the video, but in case you're wondering, it's a little bit noisy. But so I was saying, sales section, we're working on that. I'm going to be working on getting the clothes up. I want to kind of take some new pictures. I do have pictures wearing them where like I was just wearing them in the pictures, like for the product photos, so you could see them on someone. But like, I don't know. I don't want to hire anyone to wear them because I feel like that's going to be very expensive, like photo shoot and everything, and like to just get these items up. So I have the ones of me wearing them, but I think I'm going to also take some of them just kind of like on the hanger just for the cover photo, just to kind of look more cohesive across the website, and then like have the second picture being of me wearing them, because I don't know, I feel like we need someone, I needed someone to wear them, and I didn't like know anyone that could model them, and I didn't have the money to pay anyone to model them, so I just had pictures of me wearing them. And then yes, I'm gonna be working on those, and so I hope you guys really like that. I would love to kind of make that type of stuff more often, like have more like clothing stuff and everything. I've been doing a lot of thinking and soul searching the last like couple days, mostly the last 24 hours, and just kind of like seeing how things go, because thank you everyone who ordered this weekend all the Christmas kits, because it was just interesting to see, because it was a huge, I feel like this camera's crooked. If it's crooked the entire time, I apologize. That made it worse. It's probably a little crooked. I'm sorry if it's crooked. Maybe I'll lean too. I want to make it even. Yeah, so thank you everyone that shopped for all the Christmas kits. It's definitely been a much stronger week than we have been having usually. which is great because I was a little bit nervous because we were not in the PVC sale this go around. And I was nervous because it was the PVC sale weekend, and typically when that happens, like I don't sell very much on those weekends because everyone's shopping the PVC sale. So, but it actually was like one of our better weekends for sure. So that was really exciting. And, but I also am kind of starting to come to terms with that, with all of the expenses and everything of running the website and Etsy, and shipping everything and just all the products and like the supplies and everything. It's definitely not making as much as what I was before. So it's been quite a bit stressful because things have gotten a little bit tighter and like just tighten up that belt, and it's just gotten a lot less like comfortable than it was before, which is just naturally sometimes what happens. And I do know that we've talked about this before, how stickers are kind of a trend. Like they've been a trend. I knew from the beginning going into this that it was going to be a trend. I knew it was never going to last forever, and I feel like it's happening quicker than I had thought. And so I'm just kind of working on figuring out what my next like move is going to be, long-term situation, not like in the short term. I'm going to keep making stickers as long as people want to keep buying them. I'm going to keep making them, but I do want something that's a bit more of like a stable thing, you know? And so I'm not really sure what that looks like yet. I was really trying to do some of my own soul searching and figuring it out because I don't really know where else to go, you know, like what else I would be doing. Like I don't have like a secret passion for like law or like a secret passion for nursing or something, which would be incredible if I did, because I feel like those are much more like stable type of jobs. Once you do all the schooling and all that kind of stuff, obviously it's a lot more stuff that goes into it, so you can't just like sign up for it. But like I just wish I had like the desire to do something that's more like, I don't know, feasible long term, but I don't. So I feel like this is what I love to do. Like I love designing things. I love having my own online store. That's all I ever really wanted. Like one of my original first dreams as a kid was like I wanted to be a cheerleader and a dancer and an actor and a singer. Those were my dreams, little Jessica's dreams, and I'd put on my little performances at home for all my family and everybody. And yeah, those were little Jessica's dreams. But then I got older and I was like, I really love writing. I would love to work at a magazine and write for a magazine. And I was thinking I'm more like, at the time, you know, I was like early teens and I was like, ooh, like 17 magazine. Like I was like, yeah, that would be so cool. And like all that kind of stuff. And so I started interning at a newspaper in high school and I wrote a lot of stuff for them. And then I eventually got paid to be like freelance writing for them while I was in high school, which was great. And then I realized, okay, news is not like my favorite thing. Like I don't love the pressure and the deadlines of newspapers, like the quick turnaround for news articles. And that was just kind of a lot for me. And so I was in college. I had a job at a day spa, which I loved, like, because I love like beauty and makeup and skincare and all that stuff is really interesting to me. And then I also, and like I had blogs on the side, Jessica Hart's on the side. I did vlogging and I had my YouTube channel. Obviously I'm here because there's a lot of like older videos. If you go back, maybe don't go back. But like, I love like beauty and fashion and stuff like that long before I ever knew about stickers. I mean like this type of sticker planning in the planner community. And then I also interned for a magazine in San Francisco during school, and I kind of just worked alongside like the editor and interned for them for a long time, almost a year, and I did a lot of freelance writing for them and everything. So I loved doing that, and I knew I loved writing. And then I did some other like copywriting and stuff for different places in San Francisco, like different businesses or like different websites and things like that. And I knew I loved writing, but like I just didn't feel like I just didn't see myself going in that venture like long term. And also those jobs are very hard to come by. Magazine jobs are going down. I mean, they're also like going all online, like it's all going to like online stuff, so it's a little bit different, but you don't make a lot of money, which is fine, but like you make very little money typically, like scraping by. And the work is really long hours around the clock because you have deadlines. And they're also very hard jobs to get because people stay in them a long time. There's not that many. They don't need that many. A lot of it was run on interns, especially because people weren't buying print really anymore, and it was well moving, at least when I was in it, because it's moving more towards digital, but it was still kind of like in between for a lot of people, because that was like back in like 2012, 2011. So yeah, so I did that stuff. I've done social media for quite a while, different social media for companies, but nothing like really like intense where I can make like a full-blown career, I feel like, out of it. So I don't know. And so this job I love so much. I feel like I finally found my job, you know, like my dream job and my dream thing to do. Like I love designing things. I love having my own online store. I love working for myself and setting my own hours and my own goals. It's just so satisfying to be able to make my decisions. Like that's the hard part I had when working at like the magazine and stuff, was that you don't get to make very many stylistic decisions unless you're the editor. Otherwise, and even then, she still has to consult like the art department, and they kind of come up with more of like the layouts and the color schemes. Like she has input in it, or the one I was talking about, the lady I was working for at the time. But as a writer, you don't have any input on that stuff. Like she would let me like choose like different pictures, like, oh, what do you think about this picture, or things like that. But it wasn't my final decision, obviously. I was like an intern. And then I did some freelance stuff for them writing and got paid for that. But like, you didn't have as much like control and like artistic stylized stuff as I wanted. So I've tried a lot of things. I tried making my own online magazine, like my own e-zine, and that just didn't really end up panning out very far after college. And then, but I love this. So my whole point in this long rambly story is I just don't know where to go from here. You know, those moments, I feel like I've had so many in my life already, and I'm only like 26, but I feel like I've had so many of those moments where I'm just like, where do I go from here? Like, what do I do? And I'm sure so many other people have had that as well. Like, I feel like it's such a common thing. Like, what do I do? Like, what is my calling? Like, what is my job? Like, what do I do with my life? So, still haven't answered that question. I feel like I thought I figured it out, and I have figured it out. Like, I love doing this, but I think it has to morph and change to continue to be sustained, to be long-term. You know what I mean? To be able to support me long-term, support my goals long-term. So I'm just thinking outside the box and thinking, here are some different ideas I have. I'm kind of just like throwing out feelers and seeing what kind of sticks, because these are different things that I enjoy and I like doing, but they're quite varied. So I love clothes, obviously. So we're gonna give that a run with like those different clothes. I would like to try that out and see how that goes. The hard part about it is that you do have to have like quite a bit of inventory if I do decide to maintain it. You have to have quite a bit of inventory built up, and that means it costs a lot of money, and then you're holding on to that inventory. So unless it's like going and selling, then there's really no point, because you're spending a lot of money to hold on to clothes for no reason. But I would like to try those and put all of that stuff up and see how that goes. Okay, I'm back. Austin just came home, so I was just saying hello to him. But so anyways, I was thinking about, what was I talking about? Talking about clothes and list those, the sales section. Oh, so I'm also thinking about doing different things, like offering different stuff as well. Like, I don't know if you guys would be interested in this stuff. Just let me know. I have like done, maybe doing like, I don't know. These are just so random, I feel like. So it's so weird talking about. But I have done like stuff for friends, like weddings in the past, like made signs or done invites for them, or shower invites and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I probably would not do anything custom, because that is like very time consuming. But I was thinking about doing like maybe just different downloads for like birthday party invitations, where you could just insert your own text, or you put in your text in the section, like note section, and I like put it in for you. And you just receive like a PDF download or JPEG download or whatever of like the invite, or like things like that. I don't know if you guys would be interested in stuff like that. I also had thought about doing like having a different download, like ebook kind of thing for like different topics. So kind of like my tips and tricks for social media and stuff like that I find that helps. Or like ebooks for like how to, like things to think about for starting an Etsy shop, or how to get traffic on Etsy, or how to like start a shop in general. Like, I don't know, all questions sorry, 20% battery. All questions that like I feel like I had when I first started but didn't have any way to find the answers to. Let me know if that'd be something you guys would be interested in, like having those on my website to buy, like just different like e-packets, kind of like ebooks in a sense of just how to do things related to sticker shop stuff. I'm no expert, but like from my opinion or what I've done that's worked for me. And I do feel like I have a lot of different like tips and tricks for social media, because I do think that like a lot of people are kind of confused as to what to do when it comes to social media for business. And I'm no expert by any means, So that's why I'm kind of like hesitant to even like have anything like that, because I don't have any like formal training. I didn't go to school for social media, and like I don't really understand SEOs or anything like that, but I do understand how to like interpret social media and use social media in ways that are going to help you get answers and help propel your business a little bit, and seeing what people want, and different tips and tricks to drive traffic to your shop and to you, and like the optimum amount of posting stuff, and like just different very like basic things. But if you haven't ever done social media for business before, that maybe you didn't know and would take you a little longer to learn on your own. So just that kind of stuff. I don't know if that'd be interesting to people. But like I said, I feel like I'm always this way with everything. I feel like I'm no expert by any means on anything to where I could like actually like sell someone something on how to do it. You know what I mean? I always am like, do I really know enough? But then people are like, yeah, like I help my mom with her social media all the time on stuff for her business. And I just feel like there's different like tips and tricks that like I have found, and like kind of clever, crafty ways to utilize it to your best advantage. So maybe things like that, I don't know. Or I feel like it'd be cool to do like the beginner's like sticker shop guide or something like that, where it has to do with social media and marketing stuff and different tips and tricks and like places to get free stuff, or like, you know, free services for things like newsletters and things like that, or like Shopify versus Etsy from my experience, like all just stuff from my experience, but things I've learned that like if someone had just told me, I could have saved a lot of time learning. You know what I mean? I don't know if that'd be interesting to people, but let me know if that would be, any of those options would be interesting to you guys. Like just different, I like the idea of having things that are downloadable, because then I don't have to hand make them, and so it doesn't take away from time like hand making things. I'm just trying to figure out how to expand and kind of grow and like see what sticks, I guess. I don't know. So I'm kind of been getting more into that kind of stuff lately. But sorry, I'm just like playing with this thing. I opened up our slider panel, vertical blinds for Austin to put a surfboard out there because he was surfing this morning, and it broke off. They always come off. You just like hook them back on, but now I'm playing with it, so I should let it go. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been thinking of so far. I don't know. I just feel like I want something that's a little bit less trend-based as my income, and something more like usable, sustainable long-term. Maybe none of those options are even sustainable long-term, but just something that's a little bit more like steady and could increase my like customer base, because stickers are very specific. Like stationery is not that specific. Everybody could use like a notepad or something, but and like pens and things like that. But my biggest seller right now is still stickers, and not everyone's using them. And a lot of people, I used to have like almost all repeat customers, and a lot of those people have just stopped planning, so they're just not like shopping with me. A lot of you guys are still here, and I love y'all for sticking with me. But a lot of people aren't here anymore, so it's kind of like the community, I feel like it's kind of stopped growing as much. It's definitely slowed down. I think a lot of people are leaving it as well. A lot of shops that I had like looked up to in the beginning, like when I first started, that were much bigger than me, are gone. I was going through like my following, like who I was following on Instagram list to see like, oh, who have I not seen? Like who's not showing up in my feeds? And a lot of the people in there that I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened to them? And I like look, and they had closed shop like a while back, and I was like, what? Like a lot of people seem to have moved on to different things and more full-time career paths and more long-term career paths, and that may never be in the cards for me. I may never have like a long-term career, but I love to grow and build this business to be something that's really long-term sustainable, that is making people happy, that brings them joy and brings me joy. And so I'm just hoping to find where that is. And I'm not stopping stickers anytime soon by any means. I'm not stopping them. I probably will never stop making stickers, to be honest. As long as people are buying them, I'm gonna keep making them. But it's definitely wanted to also like check out my other avenues and see if there's any other possibilities for me to start supplementing and adding to for this company to grow. So I don't know. I feel like it's just weird. It's just weird, you know, like it's weird. It's weird. I feel like everything's kind of in this like time of transition right now. I feel like there's quite a few like top shops that are still doing really well because they're doing things that are on trend right now, or they're part of the new trend of the community. And I feel like they're all kind of like the same similar shops that are being heard and talked about the most, which is awesome, and that's great. But I think other people are just not as much in it anymore because there's not as many customers anymore. You know what I mean? And I would group myself into the latter group, where I just feel like, I don't know, it's just not as like hot and booming. And maybe it's because I don't do a lot of the current trendy stuff. Like I don't have any, I have a little bit of foil stuff in my shop right now. And to be honest though, I just don't like foiling. Like, to be 100% real with you guys, I just don't like foiling. Like, it's, to me, I just dread it every time I do it because half of them just don't turn out right, and I don't have the time to, like, I don't know, it just takes so much time, and I just can't do it. Like, they look pretty, but like I just feel like they just take forever. I'm always dreading making them because it's an extra like multiple steps to get there, and it wastes a lot of like paper and ink in the meantime trying to get them set up right because it's not perfect every time. And same with stickers, but like when you're cutting stickers, but it's a lot more reliable. Maybe it's just because I've gotten like more used to it and better at it, and I haven't had enough time to really do like a lot of research on foiling. But I don't know. There's so many shops that do it now and they do it so well. I'm just like, I don't feel like I need to throw my hat in the ring really to like start doing more foiling stuff. So I don't know. I never like saying never because I may change my mind, but I just really don't look forward to doing it. Like I don't look forward to making it, and I feel like that will end up showing in the end product, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I do know I love designing. I love doing social media. I love chatting with you guys and talking to you guys. It's like my favorite part. Whether it's like through comments or notes from your orders or just emails and just everything. Like I just love talking to you guys, and I love making you guys happy and seeing how you guys use the things that I designed to like make your lives a little bit more beautiful or more organized or functional. Like I love that. I love packing orders. I love shipping orders. I just love all the pretty goodies. But the one thing that I just don't love doing all the time is cutting stickers. I do really enjoy it. It is kind of nice to zone out, and it's like it's very like peaceful to kind of just zone out and do it. But it's been a lot of years and a lot of stickers to be making. So I don't know, I'm gonna keep doing it. I love every other aspect of it, but like honestly, every shop owner has one aspect of it that they don't love. I guarantee it. Every shop owner has one, whether it's social media, whether it's packing orders, whether it's customer service, whether it's whatever, or cutting stickers. And a lot of people outsource it then or have employees and hire to do that, which is perfect, just great. But yeah, so I don't know. I love designing things so much. So I feel like if I could design things like different like invites or like signages for birthday, I don't know, I just love designing things. So I don't know what else that would entail yet, but yeah, so that's just kind of my ramblings. I feel like I thought I had a purpose and a place to go in this video, but I feel like I just kind of rambled on, and now it doesn't really make sense, but I hope some of it makes sense. It's kind of just like ramblings. But I honestly would love if the clothing stuff worked out. Like if that stuff, like if you guys, and like stickers too, like I don't know if it's weird to buy stickers and clothes at the same time, but if people wanted it, I would be so excited because I love clothes. I have a problem. I shop too much, and I'm cutting all of that back. I've been cutting it back this year because I'm, you know, keeping things tight, but I love clothes so much. I love looking for them. I love finding them. I love the fabrics. I love the colors. I love the different like silhouettes and different things that are different and unique, but still like basics and staples and like things that match well together. And I love being able to mix and match things to make completely different looking outfits from the same stuff. And I love I love clothes. I love clothes and fashion stuff. I always have. my mom always jokes about it because when I was little at like, this video is probably super long, I'm sorry. It's really chatty, really chatty. But my mom, when I was little, she'd take me shopping. My mom's very much like an earth tone, simplistic, like you don't need a lot of items. She doesn't really wear much makeup. She's very natural, and like, she always liked the earth tones and just like muted colors and really like simple things. And she would take me to the store when I was like 2 or 3, and she'd be like, how about this, Jessie? Like, how about this? And it's like a little like, you know, brown like sweater or something, like earth tone colors, like greens and stuff, like, and I would be like, no, that one. And it would be like the brightest pink, puffy, like bedazzled, glittery, like sweatshirts. And like, she's like, then I knew, like, you had your own mind and your own style, like you were not going to just go with the flow on this one. And so I've always been that way when it comes to styling, like stylistic stuff. For clothes, I've always been very opinionated on what clothes I wanted to wear since I was a little kid, and what clothes I liked, what colors I liked. I was always very, like, I loved redecorating my room all the time if I could. Like, I would come up with different ideas and concepts for it. So I love like interior design stuff. Like, I would love to have more, like, eventually I would love to have like home decor and stuff as well, like on our website. That would be incredible if we could have like clothes and some home decor and like accessory things for your home. Like, be still my heart, like I would love that. but it's hard because that's like something that's so saturated. Like, that's a market that there's so like, what, you know, there's so much saturation in like home decor and clothing websites that how do you make your mark? You know, that's kind of a challenge. But anyways, so we're gonna kind of just throw some things out there, see what sticks. I'm even thinking of doing an app. I asked you guys on Instagram today on the Insta stories. It's probably gonna be gone by the time you guys see this video, but if you guys prefer shopping on an app or on our website, like a browser on your phone, because most of our orders come in through mobile, and the majority of you have said app so far. So I may look into doing an app. I do believe it's pretty expensive, but I will see. We may do like a trial, see if I can try it out for like a few months and just pay for those months, and then see if like maybe I could cancel it if it doesn't really work out. I don't know if it works that way. I have to find out, and just see if it's worth it or not. Because if it drives more people to the shop, because it's a lot easier to shop on mobile, then that would be great. I would love to do that, do it through an app. But if it doesn't really sell any more than usual and it's going to cost me an extra couple $100 a month, it's probably not going to work. So we'll just kind of see. I'm looking into a lot of different options, a lot of different avenues. Let me know what you guys think about those different things. You guys are talking about clothes, so I'm excited for that. We're going to list that and see how that goes. And if that goes well, then I think I will start looking into maybe ordering some other really cute stuff, because I feel like I've seen so many cute stuff. I just go into the wholesale sites that like I'm part of and have like accounts with. I've just been going in there the last year and just looking at the clothes and being like, oh, those are so cute. Oh my God, that's so cute. Oh my God, that one's so cute. Like, I've just kind of just go through there and browse and just look. Like, I online shop, like browsing through their window shop, because I love it. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about the app, first of all, down below. Just, yeah, you can let me know if you want about that one. That one's not that huge of a thing, because I'm kind of going off the Instagram poll anyways right now. And then let me know what you think down below about like invites, like downloadable invites or customized, like which one would you prefer, or if you would even buy that kind of stuff, because that's kind of stuff a lot of people sell on Etsy right now. So I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in, or like a whole package worth, like maybe you get invites, matching RSVP cards, matching like signage, like custom signage for the wedding, and they're all just downloadable files you could just have printed at like Kinko's, or is there even Kinko's around anymore? FedEx. Are there still Kinko's? Didn't they join with someone? I think they joined with FedEx or something. But anyways, so stuff like that, or also what you would think about having those little like e-books about the different like social media, like different topics about owning a business, kind of like social media, Etsy, like starting a sticker shop in general. That would be a big one. Like, I have a lot to write and say about that kind of stuff. Just let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, like just different little like helpful how-to like tips and tricks that I use, and kind of like divulging my secrets a little bit on things that I found that works, because I've done social media for quite a few years now, probably about 6 years now, maybe. I did it for my parents' companies before. I did it for another woman in San Francisco. She kind of hired me on, and I helped her with her accounts a little bit to do some of the social media for her accounts for different companies around San Francisco and LA, and like it was a lot of random people. Sorry, that's our dryer. So yeah, let me know if you guys think about that, what you think about, I think that's everything actually. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should do with my life, that'd be great too. Leave those down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you made this far, it's a really long video. I do apologize for that, but I know some of you guys watch these when you're getting ready for the day and stuff like that. So I hope you have a wonderful day today, and I hope you had like a snack or coffee or something during this because it's really long. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, or had a wonderful weekend by the time you guys see this, and are having a fabulous day today. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.